Have you ever noticed how sometimes our weather patterns seem to get stuck, bringing unusually long periods of heat, cold, or heavy rain? It can feel like the atmosphere is playing a trick on us, and there is often a powerful force behind these extended weather events. A weakened jet stream significantly impacts our weather by making conditions more extreme and persistent. Instead of a strong, consistent flow, a weaker jet stream becomes wavier and slower, allowing weather systems to linger in one place for much longer. The jet stream is essentially a fast-moving, high-altitude river of wind that flows from west to east around the globe. It forms because of the dramatic temperature difference between the cold air at the poles and the warmer air closer to the equator. This temperature contrast creates a steep pressure gradient, powering the jet stream's rapid movement and keeping it on a relatively straight path. However, as the Arctic warms at a faster rate than the rest of the planet, this crucial temperature difference decreases. This reduction weakens the pressure gradient, causing the jet stream to slow down and become wavier, like a lazy river. When the jet stream slows and becomes wavier, it creates large loops, known as atmospheric ridges and troughs. Ridges bring warmer, drier conditions, while troughs bring colder, wetter weather. Because these waves move more slowly, they can effectively block or trap weather systems, leading to extended heat waves under persistent ridges or prolonged cold snaps and heavy precipitation events under deep troughs. This means an area might experience a heat wave for weeks, while another region nearby endures a never-ending downpour. One term you might hear related to these events is the polar vortex, which refers to a large area of low pressure and cold air surrounding both of Earth's poles. A weakened jet stream can allow parts of this typically confined polar air to dip much farther south than usual, bringing extreme cold to regions not accustomed to it. This dynamic interplay between the jet stream and the polar vortex creates the more unpredictable and prolonged weather events we are experiencing today. Understanding the jet stream's role helps us make sense of the unusual and often challenging weather we face. By knowing how changes in our polar regions influence this atmospheric current, we can better anticipate why certain weather conditions persist and prepare for their long-term effects on our communities and environment.